Snuggle in and get cozy. It's story time. Subscribe to our channel now and be the first to hear our exclusive bedtime stories.
Tibo meets the butterfly friends. One peaceful morning, as the sun's first rays gently kissed the forest, Tibo the panda slowly opened his blue eyes. He stretched his fluffy arms and yawned, feeling the soft breeze drift through his treehouse. Outside, the forest was just beginning to wake up. Birds chirped cheerfully, and the leaves rustled with life. But something else caught Tibo's attention. A flicker of color danced by his window, then another. Curious, Tibo padded over to the window and peeked outside. To his amazement, a group of delicate butterflies was fluttering about, their wings sparkling in the sunlight like tiny rainbows. There were blues, yellows, and pinks, colors so vibrant that they made the flowers they danced among seem almost dull in comparison. Tibo smiled warmly. He loved meeting new friends in the forest, and today it looked like he would meet some new ones. I wonder where they came from, he thought, his heart fluttering just like the butterfly's wings. With a gentle hop, Tibo made his way outside, careful not to startle the beautiful creatures. The air was fresh, carrying the sweet scent of flowers. Tibo felt at peace as he watched the butterflies swirl around him, their delicate wings making soft, whispering sounds. He sat down quietly on the soft grass, hoping they would notice him. His eyes, big and blue, sparkled with excitement, yet he stayed still and patient, just like the forest around him. Tibo took a deep breath, feeling calm and happy to be part of such a peaceful morning. He knew that sometimes the best way to make friends was to wait quietly and let them come to you. And so, with his gentle smile and kind heart, he waited for the butterflies to approach. After a few moments of sitting patiently, Tibo noticed one butterfly hovering closer. It was small, with golden wings that shimmered in the sunlight, and it seemed curious about him. Slowly, it flitted closer, almost as if it was trying to figure out who Tibo was. Tibo kept still, watching with wide eyes. He didn't want to scare it away. "Hello there," he whispered softly, his voice barely louder than the wind through the trees. The golden butterfly circled around his head once before gently landing on his soft paw. Tibo felt a gentle tickle where it rested, and he giggled quietly, careful not to move too fast. Soon, the other butterflies began to grow braver. One by one, they flew closer until Tibo was surrounded by a swirl of color. They floated through the air like little sparks of joy, their wings moving so gracefully that it looked like they were dancing. "You're all so beautiful," Tibo said in his kind, polite way. "I wonder where you're going. Are you traveling somewhere special?" Though the butterflies didn't speak, Tibo felt a sense of calm and happiness from their presence. It was as if they were sharing their peaceful world with him, inviting him to enjoy the beauty of the moment. As the butterflies settled around him, Tibo felt a warm glow inside. He wasn't just watching the butterflies anymore. He felt like he was part of their quiet dance. The gentle fluttering of their wings filled the air with a soft, soothing rhythm, like the forest was breathing along with them. Tibo closed his eyes for a moment, feeling completely at peace. After spending some time with the butterflies, Tibo noticed something. The butterflies seemed to be moving in a particular direction, all of them flying toward the deeper parts of the forest. "I wonder where you're heading," Tibo thought, his curiosity growing. The butterflies seemed to be inviting him along on their journey, and Tibo was always excited to discover new places. With gentle steps, Tibo followed his new friends. The forest grew denser as they walked, the trees taller and the shadows longer. But Tibo wasn't afraid. The butterflies guided him with their fluttering wings, leading him through winding paths until they reached a clearing he had never seen before. It was a secret meadow, hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Wildflowers bloomed in every color imaginable, and the air was thick with the sweet scent of blossoms. The butterflies flew high above the meadow, their colors blending with the flowers in a beautiful harmony. Tibo gasped softly, his eyes wide with wonder. "This is amazing," he whispered. The meadow was so calm, so peaceful, that it felt like time had slowed down. The only sounds were the soft rustling of leaves and the gentle hum of the butterflies' wings. He sat down in the middle of the meadow, feeling the soft grass beneath him. The butterflies continued their dance above, but Tibo felt content just being there, surrounded by such beauty. The world felt quiet and still, like everything was right where it should be. As Tibo enjoyed the peaceful meadow, he noticed something interesting. Some of the butterflies were staying very still, perched on the flowers. Tibo watched them for a while and realized they weren't in a hurry at all. They were taking their time, sipping nectar slowly, moving from flower to flower with grace and calmness. "I guess there's no need to rush," Tibo thought. He had always been a bit eager to explore new places, but the butterflies were teaching him something important. Sometimes, the best way to enjoy the world around you was to slow down and appreciate the little things. He watched as one butterfly, with bright blue wings like the sky, landed on a nearby flower. It stayed there for what seemed like a long time, its wings gently moving in the breeze. Tibo smiled. "I think I'll do the same," he decided. So, Tibo lay down on the soft grass, looking up at the clear blue sky. He let his mind wander, following the butterfly's lead. There was no need to rush, no need to do anything but enjoy the peaceful moment. The warm sun shone down on him, and Tibo felt a deep sense of calm wash over him. As he lay there, watching the butterflies flutter about, he felt more relaxed than he had in a long time. It was as if the whole world had slowed down just for him. The forest, the flowers, the butterflies. They were all part of a beautiful, quiet dance, and Tibo was happy to be part of it. Tibo had been lying in the meadow for some time, feeling utterly relaxed, when he felt a gentle tickle on his nose. He opened his eyes and saw a butterfly perched there, its wings fluttering softly in the breeze. Tibo smiled and giggled softly, careful not to startle the little creature. "Hello again," he whispered, recognizing the golden butterfly from earlier. It seemed to like him, always fluttering close to him as if it wanted to be his special friend. The golden butterfly hovered above Tibo for a moment before flying off into the meadow again. This time, Tibo felt an even deeper connection to his butterfly friends. They weren't just beautiful creatures. They were gentle, patient, and kind, teaching him to be calm and enjoy the simple joys of life. Tibo closed his eyes again, feeling the warmth of the sun on his fur. The butterflies continued their quiet dance above him, and Tibo let out a contented sigh. Everything felt perfect in the meadow. The gentle flutter of wings, the sweet smell of the flowers, the soft grass beneath him. It was all so peaceful. As he lay there, Tibo felt his eyelids grow heavier. The world around him seemed to slow down even more, the sounds fading into a soft hum. He could feel himself drifting closer to sleep, surrounded by the soothing presence of his butterfly friends. Tibo continued to rest in the meadow, feeling the gentle lull of the butterfly's presence around him. The sky above was clear and blue, with only a few fluffy clouds drifting lazily by. But as time passed, Tibo noticed that the light was beginning to dim, and a cool breeze brushed through the meadow. He opened his eyes slowly and looked up. Dark clouds were slowly gathering on the horizon, and the once bright sky was turning a soft, muted gray. The butterflies seemed to notice too. They fluttered around more quickly now, no longer moving in their graceful, slow dance. Tibo sat up and watched as his butterfly friends began to circle above him, unsure of where to go. "It looks like a storm is coming," he thought, feeling a little worried for the delicate creatures. The wind picked up, ruffling the leaves and causing the flowers to sway. Not wanting his new friends to be caught in the rain, Tibo stood up and called out, "Follow me, friends. I know just the place where you can stay safe." The butterflies responded immediately, as if they understood Tibo's gentle offer. Together, they followed Tibo as he padded back toward his cozy treehouse, the wind picking up speed behind them. Tibo moved carefully, ensuring that none of his tiny friends got lost in the growing breeze. His heart beat calmly as he reassured himself that everything would be okay. As they reached the safety of the treehouse, the first drops of rain began to fall, but Tibo knew they were safe inside. He opened the door wide and waved the butterflies in. One by one, they fluttered inside, grateful for the warm, dry shelter Tibo had offered. Inside the treehouse, Tibo made sure the butterflies were comfortable. His home was small but cozy, with soft leaves scattered on the floor and the warm smell of pine filling the air. The butterflies flitted about, finding places to rest on the branches and near the window. Outside, the rain began to fall harder, tapping gently on the roof of the treehouse. Tibo sat near the window, watching the droplets roll down the glass. He felt safe and warm inside, and it made him happy to know that his new friends were safe too. The butterflies, though usually so light and fluttery, seemed content to stay still for a while, resting their wings after their long journey. Some perched on the windowsill, their wings folded neatly, while others nestled among the leaves in quiet clusters. Tibo looked at them and smiled. "I'm glad you're all safe here," he said softly, his voice filled with kindness. "You can stay as long as you need. There's plenty of space for everyone." The butterflies didn't need to respond with words. Their quiet presence was enough to show Tibo they were grateful. The gentle sound of the rain outside and the peaceful stillness inside the treehouse made everything feel calm. Tibo stretched out on the soft floor and felt the slow, steady rhythm of his breathing, matching the gentle patter of the rain. As time passed, the rain began to slow down, but neither Tibo nor the butterflies were in any rush. They were happy to wait, enjoying the warmth and peace of the moment together. The rain had stopped, leaving the forest sparkling with drops of water that glistened in the late afternoon light. Tibo opened the door of his treehouse and peeked outside. The clouds were beginning to drift away, and the sun was slowly returning, casting a soft, golden glow over the forest. The butterflies began to stir. One by one, they fluttered their wings and moved toward the door, ready to continue their journey. Tibo stood by the door, feeling a little sad, but also happy that they had found a safe place to rest during the storm. The golden butterfly, the one who had landed on Tibo's paw earlier, flew close to him once more. It hovered near his face, as if to say goodbye. Tibo smiled warmly. "It was so nice to meet you," he said softly. "I hope you have a safe journey. Don't forget to visit the forest again someday." The butterfly flapped its delicate wings in response, and then, with a graceful swoop, it flew out into the open sky. One by one, the other butterflies followed, filling the air with their colorful wings as they flew higher and higher, returning to the sunlight. Tibo watched them until they became tiny specks in the distance. His heart felt light and happy, knowing that he had helped his friends when they needed him. The forest felt peaceful again, with only the sound of leaves rustling in the breeze. Tibo stood quietly at the door of his treehouse, watching the last of the butterflies disappear into the sky. The meadow beyond was still beautiful, shimmering with the light of the setting sun. The flowers swayed gently in the breeze, and everything felt calm again. He took a deep breath, feeling the fresh, cool air fill his lungs. The day had been filled with wonder and adventure, and yet it had also been peaceful. Tibo smiled to himself, thinking about the kind and gentle butterflies that had come into his life, even if just for a short while. He thought about the lessons they had taught him. The butterflies had shown him that sometimes the most important thing you can do is slow down, appreciate the beauty around you, and be kind to others. Tibo knew he would always remember the day he met his butterfly friends and the peaceful moments they shared together. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting a golden light over the forest, Tibo felt a sense of calm and contentment wash over him. The world seemed to be at peace, and Tibo felt like he was a part of that peace too. The sky turned a soft shade of pink and purple as dusk settled over the forest. Tibo felt his eyelids growing heavier, and he knew it was time to rest. He climbed back into his cozy bed of leaves, pulling his soft blanket up around him. The treehouse was quiet now, and the sounds of the forest had grown soft and distant. Outside, the last rays of sunlight filtered through the trees, casting a gentle glow on Tibo as he snuggled deeper into his bed. He closed his eyes, thinking of the butterflies and the peaceful meadow they had shown him. As his breathing slowed, Tibo felt himself drifting into a calm, peaceful sleep. The world outside faded into a gentle hum, and Tibo's last thoughts were filled with warmth and happiness, knowing that tomorrow would bring new adventures and new friends. Tibo yawned softly, feeling completely at ease. His body relaxed, his mind quieted, and soon Tibo was fast asleep, dreaming of fluttering wings and sunlit meadows. Good night, my friend. May your dreams be filled with gentle butterflies and warm sunshine. Rest peacefully, knowing you're safe and loved. Sleep tight, and tomorrow will be full of fun and new adventures. Sweet dreams to you.